'Cause when the music fades and all is stripped away, and I simply come, longing just to bring something less of worth that will bless your heart.
As a good shepherd is a great theme in Scripture. The image appears in the books of the Old Testament that deal with grief, failures, and trauma of Israel. And in today's gospel, we hear Christ saying, I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd lays down his life for the sheep. The hired hand, who is not the shepherd, does not own the sheep, sees the wolf coming and leaves the sheep and runs away. And the wolf snatches them and scatters them. Who is Jesus as our shepherd? He came in the freedom of love to lead people to a full, authentic life amid life's trials and tribulations. And then, my friends, we hear Christ saying, I am the good shepherd. I know my own, and my own knows me, just as the Father knows me, and I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. So Christ tells us that he knows his sheep as the eternal Father knows him, as he knows the Father. So perhaps you and I, as athletes, coaches, or just followers of Christ, we've been surrounded by doubts, challenges, fears in our lives, and perhaps some of us may become hostages to anxiety. That can happen before a game, right? Or that can happen before perhaps a challenging moral situation. But this gospel tells us that Christ is there. He is the one who goes before his flock, who knows them well, and who will give his life for them. As a good shepherd, he has gone ahead of his people into those areas of our lives where perhaps we feel afraid or overwhelmed. He has conquered a hostile war. So, my friends, our job as disciples, it's not to win the war. Christ has already won the final victory. Our job as disciples of Christ is to fight the battles with the freedom of God's love and knowledge of God's ultimate victory. Christ, the Good Shepherd, calls us to be with him in the midst of challenges, trials, and tribulations. Perhaps as coaches, as athletes, as disciples. If we're coaches, can we be good shepherds for our athletes who perhaps doubt themselves? As perhaps star athletes, can we be the mentors for our younger teammates, being, in some sense, Christ for them when they are overwhelmed with anxiety? That, my friend, in some sense, is being a disciple, in some sense, an icon of the Good Shepherd in our lives, whether it's on the field, on a track, in a pool, or in any case of our moral life.
Last spring, Barry reached out to me after reaching out to a former colleague of mine, looking to get in touch with some other Catholic coaches, and at the time was definitely needing to re-embark in my faith. And Barry spurred that for me, invited me onto a weekly rosary, invited me into the weekly spiritual workout videos that he continued to send me. And that led me to now every week I join the daily group, the Friday Rosary, and it's a great group of men. It's been awesome for me. It's definitely sparked something for me and my faith to continue to go out to. I've been going to confession monthly, and continue to pray the Rosary, continue to play the Divine Mercy Chaplet. So I thank him for reaching out to me, and thank that group of great men that have continued to be spiritual warriors alongside me.